Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Dredge by Palfly Kampling. So this continues our Fog of War theme week, so every puzzle is Fog of War along with an additional constraint. So let's go over the rules to this one. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, meaning in every row, every column, and every 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have Fog of War, so many of the cells in this grid are covered by fog. That's this dark gray color. We can't see what's in the cell behind the fog. The way to reveal the fog is to get a correct digit. So if I got a correct digit here, for example, all the cells around it would reveal. If somehow I got this as a correct digit, it would reveal this cell and everything around it. So as we solve the puzzle, it will reveal the fog, giving us more information to continue solving the puzzle. We also have double arrows in the grid. So there are circles in the grid attached by lines. Let me demonstrate what these look like. I'll just use green here. So we might have two circles like this and then a line between them like that. That's just an example. I have no idea if there's a double arrow right there because it's covered by fog. Now, the digits on the line sum to the same value as the sum of the digits in the circles. So let's say this was, 5 and 6. That sums to 11. That would mean these three cells also sum to 11, which I don't think we could do. But anyway, that's just an example. And so we're looking for those around the grid. And of course, most of them are covered by fog. But if you see a line, it is a double arrow line. If you see a circle, it's a double arrow circle. Now, the rules say circles may have multiple lines on them, but other than the circle cell, two lines can never occupy the same cell, and lines can never branch. So basically, things are about as straightforward as you could expect, although a circle can have multiple lines coming out. So what that would look like is we could do something like this. And these are just two separate double arrows that share this circle. So we'd have these two sum to this value and these two sum to this value. All right, I'm going to clear all that out. In fact, it'll clear out when I reset. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. There's also a very handy tracking sheet. And I'm going to get started right now. So let's think about this here. We know that these at minimum add to 6. But it's not a normal arrow, it's a double arrow. The biggest a double arrow can add to is 11, so we're not really in danger of maxing that out. So here's the thing that I'm wondering about. Do we have a line that kind of goes like that and connects these? Or is there a circle in here with these lines connecting into the circle? And that I don't know. Obviously, we have to think about this. It's the only thing we've got. I'm thinking about how there's definitely a line that goes like this, and there's a line that goes like this. Now, we are told that lines don't branch and they don't overlap. So these are coming to a point here, and we need a circle. We need two circles for this. Okay, there we go. We need two circles. So there has to be a circle here and a circle here. And that's how this line works. So we're kind of doing that. I guess I could just draw the whole thing in green to be clear. So we have this double arrow here. So this adds to a minimum 6, plus another 1 is 7. Is there something about this that restricts it? We have to be able to get a digit somehow. So if this was 1, 2, 3, 1, that could add to 7. And we could easily do something like 5, 2. Like this. But there's so much flexibility here at this point. Where we wouldn't maximize these cells. I'm rereading the rules to make sure I didn't miss anything. Circles may have multiple lines on them, but other than the circle cell, two lines can never occupy the same cell, and lines can never branch. I think we have to have circles here. I'm gonna clear out my lines. Yeah, because this is definitely going into this cell, and this is going into this cell. With two lines going into the same cell, they have to be the same line connected by a circle, and then same thing here. So we have a circle here and a circle here. but I don't see why that's restricted. Oh, okay, so we've got... Sorry, I misinterpreted this. Right. I've been misinterpreting this the whole time. This is not one double arrow, this is two double arrows, which I should have seen. So there's these two circles connected by this line, that's a double arrow, and then we have these two circles connected by this line, that's a double arrow. So again, the minimum here is 1, 2, 3, which means these add to at least 6, but they also have to add to this single digit, and the highest a digit can be is 6. So that lets us place the 6 here, and that does reveal our circles. Okay. And so now these two add to 6. So this is 4 or 5 with a 1 or 2, which is actually helpful. It gives us a 1, 2, 3 triple. And it places the 6 in this box. This can't be a 6 because that can't be 0, right? So that's our 6. That's at the end of this double arrow. So these have to be relatively large. This is a 4 or 5. So if this was not a 6, this would have... Okay, actually, this cannot be a 6. Think about if this was 6. That would mean that the sum of these two is the same as the sum of these two, but these are the same value, which would mean that this digit is the same as this digit, and that won't work. That's a really nice double arrow trick. So this is 1, 2, or 3 only. I'm putting the 6 over here. So that's pretty small. I mean, this could be a 5, though. But this can't be 1, because this can't be 6. Right, the minimum sum here is 7. We got to get to 7. We can't do 1, 6. So if this was a 2, this would have to be 5. If this was 3, it could be 4 or 5, but that's all we get. So this is a 1 or a 2 only, because we can't add to more than 8. Okay, clearly there's more to find here. 1, 2, 3. This is 4, 5, 6. This can't be a 6. Ah, we have a 1, 2 pair and a 4, 5 pair, so that puts a 3 here, which reveals another double arrow here. So okay, let's clear this 3 out, first of all. But this double arrow is probably helpful. If this was a 1, then these are consecutive. So we could do 1 with a... We can't do 2, 3. We could do 3, 4, or 4, 5. We can't do 4, 5. Because these are 4, 5, 6. If this was 4, 5 with a 1 here, then what happens is we have too many 4... These would both have to be 6, right? So we're not doing 4, 5. Okay, let's put it this way. Can this be... How small can this be? We could do 1 plus 1 is 2. So we can be pretty small. Darn, okay. Wait, did I do the consecutive in the wrong order? I think I did consecutive in the wrong order. Yeah, I did. If this was a 1, they'd be consecutive this way. So if this was a 1, we could be 1, 2. We could be 2, 3. We could not be 3, 4. We could not be 4, 5 or 5, 6. I see. If this was a 2, this would be 1, 3 or 2. Can't be 2, 4 because the 4, 5 pair. And it can't be 3, 5 because the 4, 5 pair. Right, these are just... Okay, sorry. These are from 1, 2... 1. I did not notice that these are just from 1, 2, 3. And that's extremely helpful, I think. Oops. So let's just take a look at this a little bit more directly here. This can never be a 1 because these are minimum 2. If this is a 2, this would be 1 plus 1. If this was a 3, this would be 1 plus 2. Okay. I think that's what I had arrived at, but I think that's a bit cleaner. Now, we still don't have a digit. Where are we getting a digit from? I mean, I could color this digit. Whatever this 1, 2 ends up being, we'll call that green. Green is a 1 or a 2. We don't know which one it is. But in this box, it can't repeat here. So this is the green 1, 2. And so we can call the other 1, 2 a purple. And so these are both the purple 1, 2s for the box in this column. So then the green 1, 2 is down here somewhere. I don't know that that helps a whole lot. So the purple's here, the green's here. Maybe that wasn't helpful. These are the same digit as each other. That is helpful. They can't be a 1, 2 pair if they're the same digit as each other. So purple is 1. Green is 2. I don't need the colors anymore, but I definitely, the colors helped for a brief moment. Okay. So this now adds to 7. So this could be 2, 5, or 3, 4. So the 7 was the less restrictive sum. I'm thinking about how this has to be 2, 4, 5, 6. I don't know how this I don't know how this circle works, so I don't know if I can restrict it. What else can we do here? There's definitely a 2 and a 6 down here. What else can I do? Oh, is this done? Yeah, this is a 2, so this has to be 2 plus 4. Okay, so that's 4, that's 5. 5 goes with 2 to add to 7. There we go, that's 5, that's 4. So, okay, we got our triple here, 2, 5, 6. We can get all these digits, or at least just the 4, I guess. So I think these have to add to this digit here. I don't think that this can path any other way. So minimum of this is, neither of them can be 2, so the minimum is a 4. Ah, okay. So here's what I'm saying. Neither of these can be a 2. There's a 2 here and a 2 here. In fact, can we finish the 2s? Not quite, right? Yeah, 2s are like this. Anyway, neither of these is a 2 is the point. And so the minimum we can do is 1 plus 3, which is 4, which has to go here. But this can't be 4 or 5. So the can't be smaller than 4, but it can't be 4 or 5, so it has to be a 6. Always nice to have Fog immediately immediately say, "Yep, you're right." It's always fun with Fog. 1, 3, 4 there. So let's go over this. This is either 1 plus 5, cannot do 3 plus 3, cannot do 4 plus 2. So we're doing 1 plus 5. Okay, that revealed more. Let's just look at this triple here. We need a 1. We need a 1 in this box, which goes up here. That points left, giving us 3 and 1. DT Toots in the corner. Puts the 3 here as well, and we get a 1, 4 pair here. Oops, I did not mean to do that. 1, 4. And so now, where does 4 go in this column? It has to go down. Actually, it can only go here, so that's the 4. And okay, so we have all our clues, so we should be able to just finish. This is 2, 6. Okay, I think we have to think about this. There is a 2 on here, so this adds to either 2 plus 5 or 2 plus 6, so it adds to 7 or 8. These cannot add to 7. The minimum they add to is 8, so they are the minimum of 8. And then it's 2 plus 6. We get our 1, 4, we get our 2. And now we just finish, I suppose. We get the 1 here, we get the 3 here, and then this is 6 and 5, this is 5 and 6, and we're done. Neat puzzle, Palfly. Yeah, what was I saying? Neat puzzle, Palfly. That's kind of a tongue twister. I really enjoyed that. I'm sorry, I think there were a few things that I just didn't quite grasp immediately, and I'm sorry about that. But especially the fact that this wasn't 1 double arrow, this was 2 double arrows, which was very much the break-in. But again, one thing that's nice about Fog is it was the only thing to think about. I had to keep thinking about it until I understood it correctly. So it's a good demonstration of why Fog is pretty neat for setters. Like if we just saw this puzzle as is, it may not be as immediately obvious what's going on here. Although I may have seen that way too. You don't know. But knowing where to start is a really nice in Fog puzzles. Knowing that when you did the logic, that immediately it says, yep, that was right. That's also really neat. Cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.